Hey guys, and welcome to the Derby Career Mode Live, and this is going to be like episode 2 of the live commentaries on this series. If you missed the first episode, please do go back, because a lot happened in that episode. If you have a quick look in the bottom right now, Johnny Russell did go to Bayer Leverkusen for 12.5 million, after making like, what, 5 million in the first season, and then another like, what, 10 million on top of that. So he's a quality player. It's a bit of a shame we are going to have to let him go. So we did bring in Goretzka in this right hand side, and I think he's a lot better player. He's 5 years younger, he can play in a lot more positions, and yeah, I just think he'd be a really nice addition. Sergio Aurier at right back, what a quality signing he is. Like, look at those physical stats, all of them over 70, you could say 77, but then obviously his vision, but vision as a right back isn't the most important of things. And then decent standing and slow tackling, can play in the right mid as well, and as well we brought in Ucan, and yeah, he's just a quality little central player. I think you can play him in the CDM slot perfectly fine. He can do a good job there. As well, we brought in Figueiredo. He can go up to an 80, so potentially if one of these two don't grow, we can always bring him into the side, and if he's a really good player, then we can play him. And I think that's about it for now. We did sell a few players, we've loaned out a couple, and we've done the short-term loan thing, and as you can see, Jack Butland has already grown. If you missed it in the last episode, he's grown. We loaned him out, and then he's come back and grown, so that's really nice to see. So I just love this career mode. It's just so exciting at the moment, all the stuff happening, and I just can't wait to see what happens at the end, because we've got another offer in there for Jasper Cillessen. I don't know, Butland is growing now, but Cillessen is a very good goalkeeper, and maybe he'll be a better option. So I'm going to put a quick deal in here for Kolasinac, and what we're going to do is raise it to 70, crucial first team player, and we're going to put the 20% on as well. And hopefully we can find the 6 million I think we put in as a bid by selling some players. Hopefully that happens in the next few days. So let's just quickly sim through to the next day where a lot is happening. Got transfer offers still coming in for Danny Ings, and I am slightly tempted to drop this, but I'm going to keep my like 17 and a bit like minimum, and then wait till like deadline, then I might start doing 15. So we'll see. And yeah, Kolasinac's still not happy with his contract. He wants a little bit more, so we're going to have to just give him every single penny we pretty much have, and we'll see if he does accept. I think we're going to shorten the contract. Maybe if we only give him 2 years, he might just do that. So you might notice I've got a bit of a spot here, and this side of this side. Basically, I went airsoft at the weekend. I've got the mask like damage, where every time I got shot in the face, it would like smash my face in, and I got loads of nettle burns. Nettle stings, I think they are, yeah, nettle stings on my neck and on my hands, so you can see like all those crappy stuff, so that's not the best of things. So let's get back to Derby career mode. You might just be wondering, why is he looking like that today? No, I've not been in a fight, I've just been shooting people. So Choupo-Moting, 20 million. I could, tempting to do a swap deal with Danny Ings. I think I'm going to do that actually. So we're just going to stick Danny Ings, and maybe they'll accept it, we'll see. So whereabouts is he? Because I think in this formation it is going to be difficult. Not with Boubacar, because he's worth about 25 mil. Where's Danny Ings? I've missed him. There he is, sorry. We'll stick the 500k in as well. So yeah, if they do accept that Schalke, then that'll be really cool signing. More transfers off in here for Danny Ings, and we're going to put that to 17.5. That's going to be the new low at the moment. And we've got an offer in here for Tom Carroll, 1.5 from West Ham, so that's interesting to see. We're going to match the value. So as you can see, Tom Carroll has been accepted from West Ham for 1.5 million, so hopefully we can get that money in the next few days to be able to seal up some other players. Now, Fulham have accepted the 2.6 plus Butland deal for Jasper Cillessen. He is 5 ratings higher, he is 4 years older, but I think if we've got Euro League this year, this could be a really good signing, and he is only 6 foot tall. That's the only issue with Cillessen. He's not the tallest of goalkeepers, but I think that's a really nice deal. Obviously, Butland can go higher, but it's a matter of, do we want the player now, or do we want the player in the future? That's what we need to consider. So, just going to put, Carroll, I think he is moving now. We're going to put Bamford plus, I don't know, what kind of money? We'll put 40k in. That's a nice sweetening deal, just rounds it off to about 2.5 million left after this deal. We have had a 1 million bid for Taliso accepted. Now, he can play left back, right back, centre mid, and somewhere else. I think it's a left mid or a right mid position. So definitely going to look into bringing him in, and I do want to kind of give him squad rotation, but at the same time, the amount of games we'll have this season, I think he will be an important first team player, just filling in wherever is needed. So you've got a player sold, and that is Tom Carroll for 1.5 million, giving us another 1.3 to the budget, which is really nice. And you've had Jesper Cillessen accepted. Now, do we accept it, or do we keep Butland? That's the real question. Do we keep the younger goalkeeper, or do we get the better one straight away? And I think, I don't know, Butland is a common one. Not many people do use Cillessen. Let me quickly look what league Fulham are in at the moment. I think they are relegated down to the Championship, so it won't affect us giving them Butland, and I think Cillessen will be the better choice, so we're definitely going to accept that now. For 2 million plus Butland, I think that's a really nice deal. Maybe some of you guys will disagree, but we need the goalkeeper now that can do a great job, and Butland is a little bit shaky at times, so I think that's a really nice signing into the club. 79 rated, has really nice stats. Obviously Butland was going up, but I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait 5 ratings. That could be literally the length of a season, and at the end of the season we could be title contenders, so we need the quality now, and yeah, it just brings up the overall rating of the team. So looking at the team now, the only player that we need to kind of improve in the first team lineup is Mings, and left backs aren't like the most easiest thing to replace, so I think this team's more than good at the moment, and we've still got, how much money have we still got? We still got 1.2 million plus 50k wages. Now we could bring in someone on loan, but I think for the moment we're just going to see if we can bring in a, if we can sell a player and then bring in someone else, like Tolisso of course, because we have just got him accepted, so I was just talking about that, and I think that's a really nice deal. $1 million for a player that can go up to an 80 and can play in so many positions. He's kind of like Kolasinac, but I think he's a little bit weaker basically, so we're going to accept that deal. I think that's a really nice deal. But Tolisso, haven't really heard much about him until team of the season, and I think that's a really nice deal for us to bring him into the club. Going into our first game of the Premier League season, it is against QPR, which is a bit funny when you think about it. They were the team that did decline us from Premier League football a few seasons ago, so I'm going to put the yellow kit on as it is like completely different, and it'll be a nice way to start off the season. Unfortunately, I think it is raining. Yeah, it is raining, so looking at the lineup, like we made 1, 2, 3, 4 first team signings, 2 on the bench, and yeah, that's it. So we made 6 signings in total, and they've all improved the side. There's none of them like gone down in ratings, and I think this is a really solid team. Unfortunately, I've just forgotten about the kit numbers, so I'm going to quickly do that now, because I don't know, kit numbers for me is a big factor, and you got to have the keeper as the number 1. Into the first game against QPR, I'm going to put the alternate kit on, or do we keep the away kit? No, we'll put the alternate. It's nice and yellow and bright, so in the rain, which is a bit of a shame, and you just look at this first team lineup, and I think, yeah, he's 6'2". I thought he was only 6 foot, so 6'2" is perfectly fine as a goalkeeper. That was the only issue I had with Cillessen. Maybe we can bring on Krull at half time to save up some penalties. So yeah, you look at the lineup, I'm more than happy with what we brought in. We've got some real quality in the team, so let's go into our very first game against QPR and see how we do. Oh, we've given away a penalty. You can there. What has he done on his debut? You can really tell where he is on the pitch as well with that kind of hair. And yeah, not the most ideal of debuts, giving away that penalty. You could say Leroy Ferd could have done a bit better, but we did. What did we really do there? Like, you can't really see what we did, but can Cillessen save the penalty? I think it is against MNEK, so is that MNEK? I'm not too sure, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it is MNEK, so I'm going to press B, tell him to go that way, and we are going to dive. Oh, he's gone down the middle. Oh, that's well annoying. Chip me. 9 minutes into the first game, we're 1-0 down, not the best of starts, but we are away from home in the rain. I really hate the rain in this game. It is probably the worst thing gameplay-wise. It slows everything down. It makes passing, running, even tackling, because it's like judging the side tackle, it slows you down and stuff like that. So, bit of a shame we conceded that early goal, but we should be able to get back into the game. No, not another penalty. As if, like, apart from the penalties, QPR haven't had nothing. They've been nothing in the game. They get into the box and then somehow win a penalty for that when I clearly got the ball. So which way is Emenike going to go this time? I'm just going to guess last second. Oh, he's done exactly the same thing. What a... Just so annoying, especially on World Class. Like, you're trying so hard to defend, and then you give away a penalty again. The same man scores it, and it's 2-0 at half time. So maybe tempted to change the formation. Obviously, we've only just changed it to this, but pre-season we were doing fantastic against the likes of PSG, Sevilla, and Bordeaux. Oh, come on. 60th minute, we've got to make some changes. That's Aboubakar's hat-trick. We're going to just go all out now. We need the goals, and we need them now. And I don't know what's happening in this game. I don't know if it's the rain. I don't know if it's just the team need to get like warmed up to the new lineup. But yeah, we'll take Hughes off because Goretzka can play CDM. Put Ince there, and Tolisso maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Ucan's doing a really good job in that midfield, just breaking up play. He's got about, what's his tackling? 70 odd, so I don't see that as an issue. Not really getting that many options. What foot it is, Tolisso, that's the point. Right, I think we'll wait for that third substitution, then maybe bring him on at left back or something. Go on, we need an immediate reply, at least just to keep the goal difference down. I know it's the first game, we need at least a clear day. Like, in the rain, it's just not that nice. Oh, that was... I know that Ucan's got 5-star weak foot, so that's going to be a great addition in that midfield. Just either footed, can do whatever he wants. That's just woeful.
Tremendous understanding from these players. Here's Phillips. Jarvis.
Go on, Danny Ings. There we go, son. Straight off the bench, 5 minutes in, Danny Ings. Now that makes me think that just keeping the two-striker formation maybe could be better, but I want to play the 5 in midfield because possession-wise it does a lot better, because when we were playing the 4-1-2-1-2 we only got about 37%, but we seemed to win a lot more games. But we were on professional then, back in the last season of course, so we'll give it a go, at least for 5 games, and then maybe consider changing formation. So I think that's full time there. That's a bit of a shame we lost the first game. I know it was away from home, it was in the rain. I think the team just needs a bit of time to mould, but I've got some players on the shortlist that we could potentially get at the striker position, and I think we're just going to try and do some swap deals, because Aboubakar, I don't know, he's only got 1.5 years left on his contract, so maybe. So yeah, not the best of results in that last game, but I'm going to have a look at the shortlist because we did put a few strikers on there in the last episode. And I'm just going to try and do some swap deals, you know, with Aboubakar, because he's just not really doing it at the moment. So I know it's only 1 game, but if we can get like an 88 or something for a 79, then I'll be more than happy to do that. So we're just going to put a load of swap deals in here for like some really good quality strikers. I'll just quickly go over them and then I'll just put the deals in for all of them. So Robin van Persie, Sturridge, Remy, Negredo, Martinez, Boney, Ibra has only got 11 months left on his contract. I know he's quite old now, but 91 finishing, 87 dribbling, 90 ball control, I don't really see an issue with that. Gignac, he's not the best of options, but maybe. Lacazette could be an option. Dzeko, Morata, I don't even want to start to pronounce that name. Maybe Zikovic, I'm not too inclined to get him, and Mandzukic. So yeah, I'm just going to put a load of swap deals, maybe Choupo-Moting as well. So we'll just put the deals in and see what comes back. I'm just going to quickly look at the calendar. The next game is against Sunderland, which should be a lot easier. It's at home. Then we have Tottenham. Then we have Hartlepool, I think that is. Yeah, that's Hartlepool. So into the game we go. I think this will be the final one of the episode, and it is against Sunderland. It should be an interesting one. At the iPro Stadium, of course. You could say this stadium doesn't look like it, but it's a similar kind of size, and yeah, it was like the only one I could really find that looked similar in a way, and I like the fact that it's quite bright and a clear day. Some stadiums are quite shadowy, and this one's it's just nice and bright and you can see everything happening. So team's walking out now. I'm just going to show you the lineup for today. It is the normal one. I haven't made any changes yet. I'm just going to keep a consistent lineup for the first 5 games and then start to maybe change the formation and stuff like that. So I think that's Jermaine Defoe and Connor Wickham on the screen now for Sunderland. We'll have to quickly see what lineup they do have, and here's the Derby County lineup for today. Abubakar Yunus, Jarvis, Goretzka, Yukan, Hughes, Mings, Romagnoli, just come back from his loan, Callis, Aurier and Sillison. On the bench we do have Ings, Hoffman. I could potentially use Hoffman in this game and yeah, maybe change it to a 2-striker formation if it's not working. So Sunderland, they've brought in Ron Vlaar. I think they did that in the first window, like on a pre-contract signing, but apart from that there's no real signs there. I think there's Richard Keogh, former Derby County player, on the bench. I think we sold him to them for about $1 million, so it's not the most difficult game, so we should be able to get a good result against this not very strong Sunderland side. We'll have to see, of course. So let's go into the game now. So I'm only 10 minutes into this game and I feel a lot more confident we can get a good result. Like, the passing's a lot easier, running with the ball's a lot better, and he's just got tackled there, but yeah, I feel a lot more confident. I think he's actually gone down injured, so down straight away, 10 minutes in, as soon as I say, oh, it's going all well, Matt Jarvis goes down injured. So I'm going to put Ince, he does really well on the right, so I'm going to put him there and put Goretzka on the left, because he can actually play there. He is right-footed, so he can cut inside. Obviously, Ince with the 4-star skills should do a lot better there. And yeah, that's a real shame about Jarvis. Maybe we might have to bring in a loan player, just a short-term something. We'll see how long that injury's out for. It wasn't the biggest to tackle, so that's a little bit weird. Go on, 2v1. Take it round him. Go on. Got to score this now. Come on. There we go. First goal of the season, Abubakar. Yeah, he was just terrible in that first game, but he's kind of redeemed himself with that goal. Hopefully we can hold the lead now, maybe push on a bit, bring on Ings and bring a bit more pace up front, and a different style of player. Like, Abubakar's quite a powerful player, not the fastest, but he's quite fast. He's got at least 85 pace, but he could go for a lot faster. Oh, there we go, come on. Oh, unlucky. Nearly got the right deflection, but that's full time right there. That's a nice 3 points on the board. Not the most convincing of wins, like only 1-0 against a bit of a weak team, but I think we can build on from this. It'll tell us what we need to do and what we need to bring in, and we'll need to see how long Matt Jarvis' injury is for. So, and I think on that note, we're going to end off the episode. So let's have a look. Zitkovic's contract has been accepted. Additional funds have been accepted. We got 3 million. And he's going to be out for 3 months, Matt Jarvis is. So we could really do, because you look at this bench, we've got nothing else. We need an attacking player that can fill in that role. We can obviously play Bamford outright, but I don't really want to do that. So we're going to have to definitely accept that money, bring in another winger. Potentially you can play striker as well, like a, not Marco Reus, but you know what I mean, someone like that, like Choupo-Moting. Maybe we can bring him in just for money, and yeah, it's really interesting to see what will happen in this career mode. Will we accept Zitkovic? Leave a comment down below on whether I should or not. Same rating, can go a little bit higher, but is he better than Abubakar? That's the real question we need to ask. So yeah, if you did enjoy this episode, it'd be fantastic if you could smash over 20 likes. Great support on the first episode, and yeah, see you soon. Bye.